Champions League is back, and the group stage / league phase of this tournament is right around the corner. And we have a huge game to get us started. At home, Real Madrid will be taking on Marseille. And this is a must-win game. I'm looking at this competition with revenge on my mind. Last time we were in it, we got absolutely dog-walked by Arsenal, home and away in the quarterfinals. It was unacceptable what Arsenal did to us. And I know that Xabi Alonso just got here, but the expectations are for us to go very far. Semi-finals minimum for Real Madrid this season. And I don't want to get embarrassed by any team that's in it. When we did the Champions League draw, and when I saw the teams that we were going to have to play before the knockout rounds, I was licking my lips. Because besides Liverpool, no team that we're going to go against makes me nervous. We should be running through these opposition. I'm going to be honest. And now, we're going to be opening up our Champions League campaign against these French farmers, Frog Legs FC, these wee merchants, McDonald's Ligue 1, Uber Eats. The only thing that I know about Uber Eats is late nights when I'm too lazy to get in my car to get my own food. If it's not PSG, we don't rate you from that league. But this should be a fire game, all jokes aside. And I'm excited for this match. You guys already know what I do on the match previews. We're going to talk about both teams. And then at the end, I will be building the starting 11 that I think Xabi Alonso is going to use. I need you guys to get in the comment section and let me know what you're saying for this match. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Let's get into it. So, we are going to start off with Real Madrid as always, but I do just want to refresh everyone's memory on the Champions League format. It's no longer a group stage, even though that's how people still kind of talk about it. The UCL is a league table up until the knockouts. So how it works, for anybody that might have forgot, to automatically qualify for the round of 16, you need to finish in the top 8. If you finish anywhere between 9th and 24, you have to do a round of 32, the playoffs essentially, which is what we had to do last season against Man City because we were not good in the league phase of the UCL. We finished outside the top 10, top 8. That cannot run this season. I automatically expect us to qualify for the round of 16. I do not want to play an extra 2 matches. Top 8 is a must for this season. If you finish outside of the top 24, you automatically get eliminated from European competitions. It's not like the prior seasons where you get dropped down to the Europa League, right? No. That's not how that works. If you do not qualify for the round of 16, you are just out. Your European run for the season is over. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update and show you the league table, right? It's 36 teams that are in it. And I think this season is going to be super competitive. Now, let's look at what Real Madrid have been doing in La Liga because currently we are top of the league. 4 games, 4 wins, only conceded 2 goals, and it's pretty lonely at the top, right? Barca and Atleti, they still have to play catch up to the big boys. You know what I'm saying? We control our own destiny at the time of me recording this video. And even though all of our performances haven't been the best, we're getting the job done. Because I think there's a couple of these games that if Xabi Alonso was not our manager, if this was last season under Carlo, we're not picking up 4 straight wins. We've had to graft. We've had to overcome corruption. Because that game that we just played against Sociedad, we should have smoked them. But the referee was on some bullshit. Let's be honest. That guy, his decision-making was awful, giving Dean Howson a straight red without checking it on VAR when Militao was also back there. Oyarzabal, this absolute bum, flopping because Houston touched his shoulder. Mbappe this game was on smoke. Damn near had a masterclass in the first half. Arda Güler, cooking. My baller. I think Vinícius, Brahim Diaz, they were pretty mediocre, I'm going to be honest. I think the penalty that was given to Sociedad, the handball by Carvajal, I don't agree with it because his arm was in a natural position, but whatever, right? The handball rule, the offside rules in La Liga make no sense. That referee was against us. He ruined this match. We could have won way more comfortable if he didn't give us those bad decisions. But nonetheless, we left there with a 2-1 victory, and we defended very well. Even though Sociedad in the second half were the more aggressive team, and they did look better than us, this is the kind of game that champions get over the line. Simple as that. So, look, we are heading into this match on winning form. So let me know what you guys are saying about Real Madrid. Now, let's talk about Marseille. Because they're currently sitting 6th in Ligue 1. 4 matches, 2 wins, 2 losses. But they do have a +5 goal difference. They've actually scored the 3rd most goals in the league behind Lille, PSG, then Marseille with 9. Who'd they lose to, though? Let's actually scroll down here. So they lost to Rennes. Wow. And Rennes got a red... Wait a minute. Why am I seeing a red card in all of their games so far? What? What's going on here? Are you guys peeping this? Didn't they play against Lorient? Yeah, they beat Lorient 4-0. That's a bit weird. Hold on, let's go back to Marseille real quick. Because I'm a little bit confused on why... Okay, SofaScore updated right here. Okay, because initially... So they've had, in their opening 4 games, there's been a red card, at least one, given in 3 out of the 4 matches. So they lost 1-0 to Rennes. They slapped up Paris FC 5-2. They lost to Lyon 1-0, but then they beat Lorient 4-0. Okay, so I mean, look, Marseille are definitely one of the better teams in Ligue 1. You expect them to finish top 4, but they've had a shaky start to their season. Definitely not as good as we have. Now, looking at the players that they have, because they do have a talented team, like Mason Greenwood is their best player. And I always say this, I'm not here to talk about what might have happened between him and his now fiance, right? Because they have, I think, 2 kids together. They seem happy, so I don't really care, right? I'm not here to talk about Mason Greenwood as a person, but as a footballer, this guy is an absolute monster. He is a target man, or he is the danger man, I should say, for them. They also have Aubameyang, Amin Gouiri, I know him. Mbappé is at Marseille. See, I forgot that this transfer even happened. Let's keep it moving. Weah. Man like Timothy Weah. Okay. Got an American in their squad. Højbjerg. Vermeeren. Damn, they actually have a lot of players that I know. Angel Gomes. Yes, I remember. He did sign for them on a free. Okay. Let me look at their defense. Pavard is there. Murillo. Emerson. Okay. And then their goalkeepers. They actually have a decent squad, chat. We are going to beat them, in my opinion. But they definitely have talent, 100%. We just can't disrespect them. No, we cannot. So, yeah, look, this is their squad. Now, looking at any injuries that they have, they're saying that Ruben Blanco currently has a knee injury. Tim Weah, they're saying with a muscle injury. Who knows if he'll be available for this game? I think these are the only 2 that concurrently miss this match because they're saying August, these players right here, but we're now damn near in the middle of September. So, look, let me know what you guys are saying about Marseille and their squad, right? If you've been watching them, because I don't watch Ligue 1. Like, again, the only team that we care about is PSG. And we only care about them when it's time for the Champions League, because that league is generally easy for them, just being honest. So, yeah, let me know what you guys are saying about Marseille. Let's get to Real Madrid, because we do have some updates, right? Now, we did have a training session, and Jude, Endrick, and Camavinga were with the team today. Now, I don't know if they will be available for this game, but here are some pictures, right? So you see Camavinga, right? You got Brahim Diaz right here. And then you got man like Bobby Charlton, a.k.a. Endrick, right there in the corner. They also dropped some more pictures, right? Look at Jude. Jude right here, Camavinga, Endrick. Is there more? Endrick on the ball. Jude. And this is after our game against Sociedad, because the turnaround is pretty quick. Literally. Like, we just had a game, but we already have to prepare for our match against Marseille. Like, this game came as fast as an Amazon package. So, that is a boost for us, but I don't expect Jude or Endrick to be available for this game. Now, looking at some of the other injuries that we have, right? Rüdiger just got injured a couple days ago. He's going to be out for about 3 months. Then you also have, right, we talked about Camavinga, who had a shin injury, but I do expect Camavinga to be available for this match. I think he will be in the squad. I don't think he starts. Jude is still out with the shoulder injury. He is back with training with the team, but I think Jude is still like maybe a week or two away from being available. Endrick, same thing. I think he'll be back in about a week or two. And then Mendy, who's also dealing with the muscle injury, he has returned to training on the pitch, but again, there's been no talk about him back with the team yet. So I think he's the furthest player away from coming back out of the guys that we have out. Well, no, Rüdiger is technically, because they're saying that Rüdiger's not going to be back until fucking damn near like December or something mad like that. So yeah, these are all the injuries that we have. Now, let's get into my favorite single part of every single match preview, and that is predicting the starting 11 that I believe Real Madrid are going to put out there. Now, I think we're going to stick with the 4-3-3, even though last game, I believe it was a 4-2-3-1, but I don't see that being the case for this match. Where the hell is the 4-3-3? Am I crazy? Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, what? So, in goal, it's going to be Courtois, obviously. Best goalkeeper in the world. Now, I think Trent starts this game. Trent didn't start the last match. It was Carvajal. So, I think he is going to rotate. I think Trent will be out here for this match. It's going to have to be Militao. And also, Dean Howson, I believe, will be out there, obviously. He is suspended currently for our next La Liga match. I think Real Madrid are going to appeal that, and he should not be suspended. That should get overturned. But Dean will be available for the match against Marseille. That red card does not impact the UCL. Left back, obviously, is going to be Alvaro Carreras. Let's get him in here. Now, in the midfield, I think it's going to be Arda. Tchouaméni as the DM, one of the best DMs in the world. This guy is fucking cooking. I think Valverde, who got a rest slightly against Sociedad, it was Ceballos started. I think, yeah, Valverde's going to definitely be back in the 11. Then I think we go Vinny, even though he did not have the best match. Vinny, Mbappe. And you know what? Funny enough, I think he starts Franco this match. I would like it to be Rodrigo, but I just don't think Rodrigo wants to play on the left. Like, they've reported it, and the guy has literally not been on the left since those reports came out. I genuinely believe he wants to just be on the left or nothing. Now, I would like for Rodrigo to be out there. I'm not going to lie. Now, actually, you know what? To be honest, no. See, but it can't be Brahim, because Brahim was so mid in that game against, you know what? I'm going Franco. I think he starts Franco. I'm making that bold prediction. It's either Franco or I do believe Rodrigo will be on that right wing. Now, obviously, right, we know that it's a 4-3-3 off the ball. And then on the ball, right, and I just do it every time in case people forget. Tchouameni drops deep. Correa steps up. Arda goes more central. Valverde goes more central. Trent steps up. Like, this is what it looks like on the ball. And I do expect us to have most of possession in a majority of the matches. So essentially, it is a 3-4-3, but we start off with the 4-3-3. Like, that's just the structural base of it. So I need you guys to get in the comment section. Let me know what you're saying for this match. Get your score predictions in, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. We will be live with a watch along 1 hour before kickoff, as always. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hala Madrid.